Merry Christmas. Hey guys, what's going on? Came to the park here, Christmas night, and it just started sprinkling, so everybody is just booking it out of here. But there was quite a crowd here, checking it all, and check out the fountains and stuff in the background. Guys, just remember this: God won't waste a hurt. You don't let him. Anytime there's hurt, pain, challenge in your life, God wants to use that to grow you. And again, I've said this time and time again, but we don't learn as much in the good times. Very little, actually. We learn the best in the hard times, and when we embrace the hard times and use it as a weight room to be able to get stronger. And that could be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the above, you know. And the other thing too is, you know, protect your soul. You know, when you sleep with somebody, you get soul ties. That's deep. That runs really deep, you know. If you get a chance, you've never done it, do a lot of work, do some serious work into core identity work, like I've just been doing. It's serious. Talking to your inner child to heal. But, you know, guys, just processing all of this, you know. God is still good, even in the storm. And often there is a delay. There's always going to be a delay. There's a season of reaping, sowing, and then there is a season of the harvest. And those don't come right away. You know, as much as we want them to come right away, as much as we want, you know, it to be instant success, it doesn't work that way. You know, once in a while, you might get blessed and something works out, but anything that's worth it, it's going to take time. It's going to have roots. So just want to encourage you guys that wherever you're at, if you feel like you're hitting a crossroads, you're hitting your head against the wall, this is not the end. This is just a pivot point. Like I said, it is a crossroads. You may not see it as a crossroads, but it's a turning point for you. And that's what this breakup has been for me, is a turning point into my healing. Now, I'm hoping there still is some reconciliation. I hope I can give her a hug, take it from there, but it's inevitable. If we're not in the same place with our emotional state, we would just continue to repeat the same patterns. And you can only be a rock so long for somebody before you have your breaking point, and then they run away again. And you know, a lot of people fear intimacy. They get close, intimate, and then they push you away, and it's counterintuitive. And then they create this whole monster saga of playing the victim, even if they were the one that darted out on you or cheated on you or whatever it may be. If it was their mistake, they're the one that pushed away. Often in their mind, they'll rewire it to fit a narrative that says they're the victim and they had a right to do it. You know, and they're trying to associate if I'm a good person with you're bad. And so, if you ever dealt with something like that, just know, guys, it'll make you crazy, especially if they have narcissistic tendencies. You're not crazy. You love real, you love deep. Yeah, you're not without faults. That's okay. Because if you're with people, you're going to have trials and faults. You don't have to be perfect to get them to stay. And if you have to be perfect to get them to stay, then it's never going to be. That is, you know who you're with based on your trials, your tribulations, your fights, you know. Are they going to stay loyal? Are they going to stay true? If you have one fight and they run away and you're like, what in the world was that about? Guys, that tells more about them and where they're coming from and their lack of attachment than it does yours. So disassociate. Instead of taking all that power and putting it on that person and saying, you know, all that power of like, oh, what are they doing? Checking their stories. Like, trust me, I'm struggling with that right now. But take that power, go inward, get those needs met, and focus on you. You can't control what they do now. Like, a lot of times their brokenness is going to control them, and they're just going to do what they do. And there's nothing you can do to save that other than be a rock. And as you're a rock, you actually give it a better chance for them to come back to you. Because once they're around you, they feel your presence, they feel your energy, even if you're not in the room sometimes. So I just want to encourage you guys with that is you can only control you and your reaction, your attitude, and your effort. And when you have a breakup, rather than just try to figure them out, yeah, use it as info. It's good to process it. But turn it back around on you. Turn the mirror back around you and say, what do I need to learn through this? Why did I pick this person? What can I do better next time? What do I need to look out for? What red flags? What are my deal breakers? And through that, you'll understand what your red flags, what your deal breakers are more through a breakup. And again, the biggest thing I want to get across is stop giving your power away to them. You can't control them. Again, go within, be a rock, be strong, create space there, create mystery, create longing, create a place where you can disassociate with them and detach to where you maybe no longer want them if they were to come back. But if you don't create space with them, you keep just trying to figure them out and get them and pull them back, guys, you're gonna push them farther and farther away. It happens every day, every day. So encourage you all with this. Turn that power inward. Focus on what now you can do to better your life. And in so doing that, it's like playing offense by playing defense. You go offensive on yourself, you go defensive on them, where you go passive. You back off. And you focus on you, focus on what you can control. And guys, guess what? All of a sudden you become way more attractive. Better your life. Use that breakup. I know it hurts. Use it as power. You got this. I believe in you.